His name was Rob. He was a doctor next door to me. And he said to my mom, he said, do you know Carla knows all this chemistry stuff at 8 years old that college level people do not understand? And he said, and he introduced her to these programs that the city had that I could be put in to help me advance that. Okay. So when I came to middle school, I was already in AP at 7th grade, math and science only. And then I met my first and only black science teacher, Mr. Van Williams. I talked to him yesterday. And he said to me, you are so good at science, you're about to do a lot with that. And at the time, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to work with babies. So I said, Mr. Williams, I'm delivering babies. I'm going to be a female doctor. I don't know what else I'm going to do. And he said, the impact you're going to do, looking the way you look, with a science background as strong as you have, it's going to be awesome. You're going to teach very well. He kept saying, you're going to teach very well. I'm like, no, I'm not. He said, listen to me. I'm going to see you one day, and you're going to be an award-winning science teacher. I said, okay, whatever. And so I went on my merry way going to school to be a doctor. And I took this class called Grief Recovery, where it prepares you that if you cannot save a child, I was going to school for neonatal medicine. This is how you do. And ironically, my professor, his father delivered me and my brother. And so he said, Carla, what are you going to do if you've done all you can in surgery and you can't save a baby? I said, I would cry so bad and I would need some time off. And he said, do you think you'll do it with every baby? And I said, yes, I would, because I'm so sensitive. And so he said, you know what? I'm going to pull you out of this program. We're going to look at what you will be great in, just as great in. And he looked at my background, and he said, you will be a dynamite science teacher.
Is it a thought running through your head like, no?
And so I said, okay. And he said, I know you will. He said, because you love kids. He said, you'll still be able to do the nurturing thing. He said, believe it or not, you're still going to be able to nurture. And he said, then you're going to be within that nurturing, you're going to be able to teach them science and math. And that's what I ended up doing. I think that's what is important because he was my mentor. And I think that's a lot of things our children are missing. That real mentor. I'm not saying mentoring on paper where they get paid and they're not mentoring. Mm-hmm. But really mentoring and teaching, looking at what your natural gifts and talents are and how you can bring that to the table.